The following announcement has been paid for by the
Sons of Kojima.
Hey, what's up, people? This is your host, the Superior Artist, and welcome to the Sons of Kojima podcast. And I got over here a bunch of mentally ill motherfuckers. Let's see, we got Manchester Miles.
What's up? Sorry, I'm playing Splatoon while I'm doing this, so yeah.
We got the badass ninja himself, Lester.
What's up, guys?
Oh. Mr. Naughty Nomad.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
The snowball himself, Moogle Senpai.
What's going on? How's everyone tonight?
Okay, and last but not least, Mr. Frederick Bucks.
Yes, and I would be remiss if I did not use a catchphrase that I saw. The worst catchphrase ever I saw on Facebook today. Baby, I last longer than a white crayon. So anyways, thank you very much for the introductions, Mr. Torres. They were superior, if I dare say so myself. I would like to welcome everyone to the 33rd. That's right, 33. Same age as Phil. We are the same age as Phil today. 33 episodes of the SoKast. So, welcome.
Nice.
Off the top, I would just like to remind everyone, as we always do, that if you're interested in donating to a charity, why not be the Sons of Kojima Water Charity? Now you may ask, Sons of Kojima Water Charity, what is that? What the hell could those mentally ill motherfuckers, those stalkers, what could they be up to? Well, we have partnered with Charity Water to help fund clean water projects throughout the world, specifically in places like Africa, Latin America, and Asia, where clean water is not always easily accessible. So, if you are interested in that, we would very much appreciate it. As of last night, we reached $9,000. This charity is over 9,000. And that makes 90% of our $10,000 goal. So, very big thank you to every and all donor, every and all supporter, everyone who's ever shared or wished us well. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. In addition, I'd just like to point out, as always, that this charity belongs to all of us. This effort, this campaign, this isn't the Sons of Kojima specifically. This is the entire community. So this is something that we couldn't do without the community, and as such, this belongs to all of you guys, not just us. So thank you guys very much for contributing, for sharing, for helping out. We appreciate that. Once we get to the end of the campaign, it seems as though we're going to make the goal, but we don't want to, jinx ourselves. Once we make it to the end of the campaign, again, we'll do a special, thank you, whatever. Maybe if we reach 10,000 before that, maybe we'll do something like that. But I think it would be good if we did a stream to sort of recognize all the people that helped us out, all that kind of stuff. So we'll do a special, gratitude broadcast after the fact. But yeah, is there anything anyone else wants to add before we move on to our numerous topics tonight?
I'm trying to think of something.
Perfect. All right. So, first topic on the docket is going to be Mr. Phillip. Now, on this show, sometimes we talk about the illustrious Darkside Phil. If you're a first-time listener, maybe you don't know who Darkside Phil is, but he's a YouTuber that does a lot of interesting things. One of these latest things is editing a post on the King of Hate forums. Now, I'm going to provide Moogle with a nice pictorial so that he can put this on screen for you guys, and you guys can see sort of a before and after of the post as it first appeared and how Mr. Phil edited it to say. So give me just a second here. I have it right here. Mr. Moogle, if you would please
Yes, sir.
Provide our viewers with this pictorial. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, use the Imgur.
No, I haven't.
The Imgur is better. There you go.
And voila. All right.
And it's also in the chat, just in case anyone wants to check that out, if you can see a better view of it. So, the first picture is the way that it was seen to many of us the first time we saw it. Essentially, Phil went in here and edited a post by Mr. Truth and essentially had it as if he was making fun of himself. So, you know, trolls were able to enter the match. This first part, some of it was the original. But anyways, I just say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I've already been celebrating my huge victory over a guy who just wants to play games on the internet and share his experiences with others because I can. He's never done anything wrong to me, but fuck it. If I didn't prove, fuck if I didn't prove I have the biggest e-penis in the room when I invaded his game. That's what happens when the world gets overpopulated. No life, no purpose people like to, like me, delude themselves into thinking they have some kind of meaning or impact on the world by doing stupid drivel like this. Wow. Incredible.
What the heck is this?
Incredible. Great commentary. I mean, it's so believable.
Is the before thing the one that Phil edited, or is it the second one?
The first one that I just read off is how Phil edited it. This is how a lot of us saw it for the first time.
Okay.
The second one is the actual post by Mr. Truth. Now, as Pascal said, he wanted to link Static Veins' tweet. If you could do that, that would be fantastic, so that we can have that. Mr. Static Veins, one of the more reasonable mods. I'm not going to give up hope on him. I know a lot of people have, sort of given up hope on Mr. Static Veins, but I'm holding out hope that he's reasonable. In the past, he's been reasonable on incidents like this. He actually went on record and said, yep, Phil edited it. I don't approve of it. I have the edit history. And after we asked him, I asked him if there was something that the staff can do to address it. He decided to restore it to the way that it originally was, and that is why we are able to provide a side-by-side comparison of before and after. So, I do have to give Static Veins credit. He did the reasonable thing, and I can't fault him for that. So, there you go.
Man, this is ridiculous. Just reading this whole thing.
10 out of 10. Best idea. Good job, Phil. You're smart.
Oh yeah, he's really smart, all right.
Like, this is the guy who's trying to talk about how there's all these people like slandering him, and he goes in and anonymously edits a post of someone who posted on his site to make him look bad, and it's trashy, obviously. Shouldn't do something like that. But he went out of his way to do this, to defame the guy.
It's a privacy nightmare.
And this is a guy that cries out bullying, when in fact this is textbook bullying. This is using your power over someone in a way that they can't do anything about it. This is bullying. Absolutely.
Which I'm going to say this, and people are maybe not going to agree with me. A lot of the people that would join their games join his game with the silly little names that were poking jabs, and they're funny, but they were still a little mean. If you can see where I'm coming from, but his reaction is just overkill. This isn't what you do about it. You should look at it and just laugh at it. It's funny. It's a joke. Even if it's like not supposed to be nice, like it's just a little fun jab at you, you still laugh at it. It's not that big of a deal.
He takes it as some sort of like an offense to him. You know, he takes this as I'm losing control of my stream and these people are trying to, you know, screw me over. You know, if we do want to segue a little bit and get into a little bit of the Splatoon stuff, earlier this week, we had Orange Lightning under the alias of SoK and Mr. Loophole under the alias of Loophole572 without the E. Went into Splatoon, and they kind of followed him around, did a little bit of dancing, kept saying, come on and booyah. But Phil responded to this as if they had threatened his life or his family. And, you know, it's ridiculous to me, you know? So he goes on this long tirade about, they're the mental midgets, and they're no-lifers, they need to go change their pants because they trolled, and they have nothing better to do. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but he's using these terms that are stating that these people have no lives. He says pretty much straight to them, you have no worth to society, you should die.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't exist. That is terrible.
In a way that they can't respond.
He does that so he doesn't have to, you know, have an argument. He doesn't have to have a discussion with anybody that could destroy him.
What?
Shut up!
Anyways, that is correct. I mean, he does these situations, he gets into these situations where he is allowed to speak at you and not to you. So he kept resetting his console. He eventually went into his friends list and found Mr. Orange Lightning in his friends list, so he finally removed him, called him a no-lifer, all that other stuff. A little bit later on in the week, I believe it was a couple days ago, he actually went into Splatoon again. Some of our friends went in there again, like 3K Lemon and stuff like that. Same reaction, just avoided it. And what he was saying both times was that you should blame us because he has to do this, not because he chooses to do it. But this is a necessity, and he has to go in there and reset his console. There's no way that he can play with these people because that would be a disservice to his audience, you know?
I just think he never owns up to his responsibility. He has nothing to blame but himself, not everyone else around him. He just can't admit that he's wrong. That's pretty much
but Moogle,
what's up?
That would be logical.
Oh yeah, that's right. Logic and DSP don't fit in the same sentence, huh? Well, yeah. That's all I could really say. I mean, to me, it just makes no sense.
Back to like the thing about him just like shouting things at people when they can't respond. If you haven't noticed, that's probably why he doesn't play games with other people anymore.
Of course.
Because he doesn't want anybody challenging his opinion on anything.
Yes.
He's sitting there playing a game with a friend, and he's like, oh, he keeps dying, and he's getting really upset about it. His friend's going to start laughing at him for being a little pussy. And then he's going to get mad, and he's going to go off on he won't go off on a rant because he can't deal with confrontation.
That is exactly it, Pascal. That is exactly it. Whenever someone says anything to him, he goes, well, alright, I gotta leave. That's it. Nope, I'm not playing this asshole. Nope, there's no way that I'm gonna be around this idiot. Come and try to troll me, will ya? Nope, can't do that. It's an immediate shutdown. There's no response. There's no anything. Just, nope, no way, not gonna do it.
And if you talk to people, then you'd have to actually, listen.
This is the problem, though, is that people try to ask Phil these questions all the time, and he's able to block it out through his intricate system of bullshit, right? His forum, fully locked down, can't say anything. His stream chat, fully locked down, can't say anything. Twitter, fully locked down. All of these different ways that the normal person would try to reach out to him and have a less favorable question to ask him is completely locked down where he can shut you out and there's nothing that you can do about it. So when someone finally gets the opportunity to speak to him directly and say, Phil, for example, Evil Table, why did you lock down the stream for the Kingdom Hearts thing when your girlfriend was being unreasonable? all these different things that people ask him when they finally get the chance to. He refuses to respond to it. So it's just him avoiding confrontation, avoiding things that make him look less favorable, and that's just the way he likes it.
That's why a lot of people are waiting for him to actually go to conventions. Because I feel like some people are going to be reasonable and go up and try talking to him there. Because you can't just like back out there and say, I'm not going to talk to you, you loser. Because that's just like terrible manners. It's terrible manners to do it online. But what were you saying?
I was gonna say, was he supposed to go one this year?
Yeah, and then he didn't.
Oh,
He's supposed to go to PAX West 2015 in August.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm excited for that.
But this is the problem. If you roll up to him with the camera, because that would be, what would be the way that you would prove this, right? You'd have to have a video camera to show this. If you rolled up to him with the camera, or if you rolled up to him and someone else had a camera with them, he would shut down. He would call security. Be like, security, help! I promise you, there's no situation where you're gonna get Phil to answer to different things. He picks and chooses where he talks and who he talks to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's never gonna talk to us. He's never gonna go on a stream where people disagree with him. He's gonna go on favorable terms where they're gonna talk about how cool he is, or they're gonna avoid specific topics. So there's
Fred,
no way. Yes.
do you know what I just remembered?
What did you just remember?
The whole thing about him playing games with people. Do you remember that one time we played DC Universe? And that fan of his jumped in and tried to help him actually learn everything? They were making fun of him?
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was when the PS4 released, wasn't it?
I don't remember exactly.
It was.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That was one thing that I just thought maybe would be another thing that he'd probably be annoyed about.
That was absolutely trash of him.
It really was.
He was there with John Rambo. John Rambo was not being the best about it, but he wasn't being a jackass. Like, he was joking around with the guy. He was having a little bit of fun. You could tell he wasn't being like super serious to tell him to go fuck himself. He wasn't being mean about it. Phil was. Phil was calling him annoying. Phil was telling him to fuck off. Phil was just being a total asshole about it, which is not a good thing. Not at all.
Well,
Like, he says he wants fan interaction, but then when he actually gets it, like someone tries to talk to him, he shuts them down.
Mhm.
Which, even if they're like a fanboy of his, I don't know why. Unless they're talking about how great he is straight up off the bat. If someone's pitying him or trying to teach him something and make him better at a game, he's gonna shut them down immediately.
Right, because he's the man.
He's the man.
DSP tries it being the man.
Oh gosh, not another one.
Hey, man. Part 3. Fucking.
But that is essentially us breaking down Phil and his reluctance to have any sort of confrontation, stuff like that. We'll move on to another topic that we have on our docket. We have Mr. Phil.
Oh, I remember this. I hadn't like. Okay, well you can talk about it.
All right. Mr. Phil tries it. DSP tries it, trending on Twitter. Now, late last night, a number of people were tweeting about DSP tries it sexting, the sort, and eventually DSP tries it got trending on Twitter, which is great. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, the way that Phil responds is DSP tries it, laughing as immature kids make him trend on Twitter in the middle of the night. Thanks for more attention. To which I responded, it shows the strength of our community, meaning to get this trending. And I asked him, when has yours ever gotten anything trending? And then asked him, has he ever tried searching DSP tries it? Now, pretty complex here. Now, first of all, yes, the strength of our community. That is very impressive. That a group of, it's hard to, say with definitive numbers how many people there are, But I would say a few thousand. I would say there's at least a few thousand people that at the very least have a passing interest in the critical side of Phil.
The antics.
And,
there's even people that like him that criticize him.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So for that to get trending on Twitter is pretty impressive for, a pretty tight-knit community that isn't as large. But you never see that from his community. You never see his fans going out and making, oh, look, Phil this or that. It never happens that way. There's never, we got this trending. We got friend request ridicule. We got suicide kings. None of that. But we can as a community. And the last part of it is, let's say, and he's complained about this himself, let's say that he goes and searches ESP Tries It. There's going to be 0 results on the first or second page that are his videos. All going to be ours. So he said that himself. I don't get new people because when people search me, they get this bullshit from my haters. So I don't know. Thanks for the attention, I guess. I mean, more people are going to see those, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's always claiming that they're just defaming me. Like, they take everything out of context in these videos. Yet the majority of the videos are just straight up like his videos, which I find hilarious because he's never taken the time to watch them, so he wouldn't know. But it's his content, and people are seeing his content just from a different channel.
Mm-hmm.
So he shouldn't be complaining. He's gotten fans from these videos too.
Well, now he's got a dog as a special guest, apparently.
You're welcome. you live in the most hectic house ever. Just people yelling and screaming all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Who let the dogs out? Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, you had to.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't really bring anything to the whole ESP Tries It trending thing because I was asleep during this whole thing. But my friend messaged me I guess around 8 o'clock in the morning, and he mentioned something about how it was trending and shit. I go and look, and I was like, holy shit! There's actually people still tweeting on it and shit. I was like, how it got even trending in the first place is beyond me, but I'm impressed by that. So I thought that was pretty funny.
I think it's awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
But all right, let me set up because we're going to move on to our next topic, which is going to be an in-depth InstaSync breakdown of the new Fallout 4 trailer. A lot of people are excited about this. We're excited about this as well, so I just put this.
Yay.
There we go there.
I will set up.
Perfecto. Here is the InstaSync link for the chat. And what we'll do is we'll just pause between scenes and we'll go ahead and just kind of give our thoughts as things happen. So far, while this is getting set up, I'll just give a few extra details that have come out.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't
regarding
full screen
Fallout 4. What's up?
I can't full screen it.
Why not?
On the native YouTube controls, it won't let me full screen it.
Why don't are you using dual screen for XSplit?
No, I'm using OBS. Okay, what if I...
Set it as a monitor and then just use that whole monitor.
Let me try this then.
But anyways, a few details that came out. First of all, the map of Fallout 4 is going to be 3 times the size of Skyrim, so this is going to be quite a large game. Takes place 10 years after the events of Fallout 3 in 2287. Obviously takes place in Boston. A lot of people knew that.
I got it.
You can import your Fallout 3 data that could potentially have an impact on the story depending on your previous choices. There's going to be a classic mode in the PC version, which is kind of like that bird's eye view like the original titles. You can only play as a male in the main story, but after that... What's that?
Good answer.
What was that, Lester?
Fallout 1. Like Fallout 1, sorry. I said they're gonna have the classic mode, that's Fallout 1.
In addition, alright, so you can only play as the male character for the main story, but afterward you can change your gender after you complete the story. The rumored release date at this point is October 2015. There's a rumor that there's going to be a December 2015 release date for the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, which, if they do that, it's also rumored to be on the Skyrim engine. And finally, there's scheduled 5 DLC releases over the next year. So those are some details that just came in as of yesterday. I'm citing WCCF Tech, which is a pretty reliable source. If you guys are ready, I have the Instant Sync ready. Mr. Moogle, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to play this. I'll pause at certain points. We'll give our takes, stuff that's going on. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Peggy.
So we start off with the traditional please stand by. They peel out to, you know, the post-apocalyptic scene.
Yep.
Now you notice the graphics look a little, like a little plasticky. I think that's what they're going for, though. I think they're going for like that 50s sort of idea. As you can see here, I paused. They cut back to, you know, pre-nuclear strikes. It's kind of cool. I don't know if they're going to actually have gameplay during this time period, but
I think I saw some like in the trailer. You see some like gameplay actually of them moving around. You'll see that later on, though.
So this is a cool dynamic. I like this.
There's a dog.
A dog.
Dog.
Now it's a robot, apparently.
Confirmed.
So you know you've got what was that, Mr. Gutsy?
Yeah.
Mr. Handy?
Or Mr. Handy. Yeah.
I think there's
That's
a number
Mr.
of
Handy.
variants.
Mr. Gutsy was a modified version with like
Game
solvents and
does
stuff.
look interesting.
So you've got like this plasticky sort of deal, robot flying around. Now you hear like a radio broadcast of stuff that's going on while the apocalypse, as you want to call it, is going on. You see the poor dog
Yep.
exploring the post-apocalyptic house.
Yep. The song is great. I really like the song.
Yeah, the song is interesting.
The lighting looks great.
Yeah.
I bet if this was a cat instead
That's
of a
better
dog,
than
they'd
games.
The dog's
Alright.
on a mission.
So here we get our first glimpse
What?
of more, you know, everything is like teal, which is kind of crazy, but you see like a nice helicopter, everybody's running frantically. It looks like this is the moment when the strikes start happening. So you got like these rocket cars and
Yeah.
stuff.
So this is supposed to be set in Boston?
Yes.
Well, never forget.
So there we go, Vault 111 this time.
Very futuristic.
Mm-hmm. Now this is weird. This is like a ship or something. It's like a, I don't know.
A pirate ship.
Yeah, like it's like a pirate ship with jet boosters on the back.
It's the USS Constitution.
Really?
Apparently it's the, yeah.
Interesting.
So you saw like we get our first glimpse of the main character coming out of the vault with his vault boy, his Pip Boy. You see the different lighting here. Look, I mean, that's one of the things that I'm noticing a lot is the lighting. Like, look at these shafts of light. It looks great. There's a Deathclaw.
See?
Some ghouls.
That's Fenway Park.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of national landmarks in here.
Mm-hmm.
This game does look sick, I'll admit that.
And then here, of course, bam. people that were not allowed inside the vaults.
They did.
There's the dog.
So
They
nice
know
shot
all
of
of
some
them died.
power armor.
Metalheads are coming back, yay.
Now, obviously, one of the big things here is that also the character has a voice. Now, I don't know if there's going to be multiple voices to choose from, like, I don't know, say, like a Saints Row type of deal or something like that, but it looks like that's been a little bit controversial. Not too crazy, but some people
Yeah.
don't want the character to actually have a voice.
They want the silent pro tag, huh?
What do you guys think about that? Let's do a quick straw poll here with everyone that's here in the call with us right now. Your opinion on the character having a voice.
I like the idea,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I'm o-
you're kicking like you can only make a character a male for the until you beat the main story, and then you can switch to a female. That's kind of stupid. Like every other open world game that has like a fully voiced story to it will do male and female. You can create your own character. This game won't. I don't know why. I feel like Bethesda's cheap, but hey, it's kind of dumb.
I'm okay with voices. I mean, some first person games are doing it now, like Far Cry 3, 4, Dying Light. So it's like it's not a big deal that this game's gonna have voice.
Yeah, it's not a big deal at all. I mean, it's probably going to be a nice change for some people that are like to play Fallout, but others might dislike it.
I've
I
been
really don't like it, but we'll see.
I've been
What's that,
one.
Lester?
Oh, go on.
Bye.
Go ahead, Lester.
I was saying that I really don't like the voice, but I guess that's the way they're going. So I'm still hyped for the game though. So we'll see.
I've been one for always appreciating having a silent protagonist, especially if it's done from like the first game forward. But the whole sudden change of adding a voice to the main character, I feel like that kind of takes away from the immersion of the series. I guess you really want to put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of on the fence about it. I never played a Fallout game myself, so I haven't really been able to experience much of it. But from what I've seen, it's hit or miss. Really depends on what the community thinks of it.
I agree with that. I think that a first-person shooter has a bit more immersion to it, whereas, like, let's say it's a third-person, you can always see the character, then it makes more sense for the character to have a voice because that character has more of an identity. But when you're doing a first-person shooter, I think that there's more of a role-playing aspect, right? More of an immersive experience. So, I at least hope that they'll have multiple voices, but I don't think so. I think that's the reason why you can only be a male, is because there is just one voice.
Makes sense.
Troy Baker voices everything. Let's be honest, Kaza.
We'll see.
Well, it's just
Yeah, like I can see where the fan base is going with because there are some people that are against him, the main character having a voice, and there's some people that don't really care. They just want the game. They don't care what the main character does. They just want to play the fucking game. So,
What are you thinking, Nomad?
I think it's I don't know. I don't really like it. This is totally something new. If they're gonna plan on implementing voices in the new Fallout game, it's just gonna be weird. I mean, all the Fallout games, all of them have silent protagonists. It's all dialogue, and I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it.
And that's the thing too. I mean, are they going to have? I would think it's going to be like Witcher 3 for anyone that's been playing that. I mean, I'm sure there's countless other ones, but that's just the first one that pops into mind. Is that each dialogue choice has the pre-scripted voice acting with it? So these are going to be more natural conversations, but of course, you're choosing what the person says, not so much you're choosing and then maybe thinking about it in your own voice or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely, I can see both. I can see both sides. For me personally, I think that it was a bit of a risk. I think that not everyone is going to like the voice actor, no matter who it is. No matter what game you get, there's people that don't like the voice actor. There's this, you know, I don't even know what to call it. I wouldn't call it a meme. I would just call it a mindset, like this. Oh, Troy Baker's going to be everywhere kind of thing. So, you know, people are getting sick of the same voice actor and the same like type, like the same exact mold over and over again, like the gritty voice stuff that's been going on lately in games. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you just got a small sample from this guy, but it did sound a little too, you know, typical.
I'm happy to see. Oh, go on.
Yeah, and some people online, like in, I don't know, elsewhere, they were saying that it was probably just for the trailer, so we don't know, not necessarily know what they're gonna really add those in. So we'll have to see what they do with the voice acting.
I'm really happy to see more like lesser known voice actors kind of getting like better main roles. Antonio Del Rio, I guess you want to put it. I think it's Anthony Del Rio, but I say Antonio because I'm so used to it. But he's been getting a lot of love lately for voicing a lot of characters, and I'm glad to see that people are making use of him because he's got kind of like a teenage angsty voice, and he fits a lot of characters in the situation. Because seeing Troy Baker or Nolan North voicing characters like that just does not fit at all. So I'm glad people like him are able to fit those roles. And I feel like companies should make more use of lesser known voice actors rather than just the ones all the time, you know?
Exactly.
So
It gives the other voice actors using different voices than the same one every single time.
yeah.
Yep.
Looking at you, Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal. God damn, he fucking voices everything. Same for Matthew Mercer. He's been voicing a lot of fucking characters too lately. I don't know. That's pretty much all I really have to say about Fallout.
All right. So obviously, a October 2015 release date seems realistic, but a little bit optimistic too. Are you guys going to be pre-ordering this, or are you going to be waiting to see the reviews?
I'm the kind of person that always waits for the game to be out for a while before I do buy it, unless I know the game is going to be good. Like, unless I have high hopes that the game is going to be great, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it, which is rare. There are certain games that I have bought that I knew that was going to be good, that I enjoyed, and usually I'm the type of person that waits a while before buying a game to see what other people think of it before I come to my final decision on whether I want to buy it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'm with Moogle because I actually never played a Fallout game either. I actually like to watch reviews first before I decide to buy it.
So this could potentially be your first Fallout game ever.
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, Miles?
I'll probably end up pre-ordering it anyways because I did play Fallout 3.
Ooh.
So I'll pre-order it just because I can, and I mean, it'll be fun if it's Fallout. No matter what it is, I'll play a game if it's a good brand, but if it's not very good, then I either just end up trading it back in or holding on to it and trying to get better.
How about you, Mr. Nomad?
I hate pre-ordering. It's the worst. I hate it.
I have to see the gameplay first before I decide pre-ordering it, and if it looks enticing, then I'll consider putting a few bucks on it.
Actually, after the trailer came out, GMG was doing a deal for 48 hours after the trailer came out. You get 23% off the game on their website.
Yeah, it was on Slick Deals too.
It's gone now.
Well, it's still on Slick Deals.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well go there. You can get the game for like $44. Good deal.
Decent.
10 out of
You
10.
could also get it on the free C, which is my preferred console.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I'll probably get it on. I'll probably get it before day one. But you didn't hear that from me. I will of course pay full retail price in every other way, and I'll probably pay more than full retail price just to show extra support. Because that's what's most important here, supporting the characters. But I think that it's worth the gamble. If you can get it on the free C, it's worth the gamble. How about that?
Everyone's flipping out over what you said.
I said that I'm going to pay full retail price and then some.
I don't know, man. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, man.
What's wrong with the free C? The free C is fantastic.
I'm against people encouraging piracy. You know this.
We're not encouraging piracy
We're talking
whatsoever.
about the free C.
And
It's like
full
Napster.
Exactly. Well, no, we're talking
It's
about
like
paying,
Napster.
talking about paying full retail price and then using word of mouth to see if other people can buy it as well. So
Yeah, that's all I could really say. I have never played. I've never really played a Fallout game. I'm looking into them at some point.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, you would be the person.
You
to
should.
tell
Here are the
me.
games you need to play. You gotta play 1, you gotta play 2, you gotta play New Vegas.
Okay.
What about
skip-
3?
I was gonna
Skip-
say, what about 3?
Skip Tactics, and skip the one which name we don't mention because it was trash.
Oh, play 3. All right, gotcha.
just play
No.
3.
No,
Yeah.
don't.
Play them in chronological order. Play 3 and then 4.
Yeah.
The only good thing about 3 is that Liam Neeson was the voice actor for a fucking dog.
Okay then.
What?
Or what?
I don't know.
It was, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it.
I don't want to spoil it, but it's pretty great.
3 is a decent game. Just not a good Fallout game.
New Vegas is the best one though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did do a pretty good job with the radio soundtrack for 3. That was pretty good.
Hey, there was a recent game that came out recently. Should we talk about that?
What
Well,
game
the
would that be, Moogle?
Well, it would be the meme blasted game itself, Splatoon. What's everyone's thoughts on that? I don't know if people
I
actually
have no
played it or not.
Wii U, so I have no thoughts on it.
Okay,
Seriously?
what about you, Miles? You have the game, and so does
I'm
Pascal.
playing it right now.
She's beauty. She's grace. She's a squid
It's
with
fun.
a face.
It's fun. I'm addicted to it, guys. I'm only level 9,
you-
but I'm
you,
addicted.
Are you a kid? You're a squid now? Whatever that.
Yeah,
fucking
You're a
word
kid.
is.
You're a
I'm a
squid. You're a
kid.
kid. You're a squid. You're a kid. You're a squid.
So-
Don't do that. But
Kid, you're a
I will
squid.
Shut up.
say that I've been playing it for a while now. I've been playing it since the day before or day after it came out. And I will say that people tend to use cheap weapons. There's the paint rollers. They're
Oh,
not
you're
really
just
cheap per
butthurt.
se, but they're just kind of annoying. They have their advantages and their disadvantages. But I've seen people using the paint rollers a lot, and it's kind of annoying when I have a really awesome gun I can't really use against them because I'm level 30 and they have all these better gear and stuff. But I mean, it's fun still. You can still win a lot of matches.
I played the test fire for a little bit, and from what I got out of it, it seemed like a fun game. However, I'm pretty against the roller. That thing is so bullshit to deal with. It's fun to use, but
It's balanced out now.
I can say safely that it's not a very fun thing to fight against.
Yeah.
Also, Miles, do I have to mention Callie and Marie?
Oh gosh.
Put their names together. What do you get? Callie Marie.
Calamari.
Calamari. There you go.
Fried calamari is
Uh-huh.
awesome. Have you ever tried that before?
No, it's because
Yep, I have.
Dude, deep fried calamari is amazing.
It is great.
And I'll have to try it sometime.
You should.
Yes, you will.
The restaurant
Where the hell am I going to get one?
the restaurant I used to work at used to make those all the time, and it was fucking delicious. So, but yeah. Anyway, enough about food. Like I said, from what I played Splatoon, I feel like it's a fun game. However, I'm not going to be able to buy it for a while because I unfortunately don't have the money for it, and I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to have as much fun as I think I'm going to have in that game. I feel like it's just going to be a game that I waste money on and play it for a week and then just get sick of it.
I had that thought too, Moogle, until I actually played it for a couple of days. I'm addicted.
Yeah, you're addicted to ink, and I'll be right back because my cat's fucking meowing. Hold on.
I heard. But yeah, I mean, the paint roller is not bad because it does have its weaknesses being up close and personal. You can easily take it out from a distance. But I just don't like it very much. And I used it once to level up, and I quit using it and started using a different weapon.
That game is trash, but it's also amazing. So
It's not bad.
it's not bad at all. It's great.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I gotta use whatever. I like the snipers a lot. They're fun. The
I haven't
chargers.
gotten a sniper yet.
You haven't?
I think maybe I have. Maybe I have, but I don't remember the name of it.
Oh well, they're fun to use.
I'm using the small gun that's great. It looks like a pistol that rapid fires.
The Spider Shot Junior,
No,
the NES Zapper.
maybe.
Is it the one that just got added to the game?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know the name of my gun. Chill.
It's too much. This just in. I actually just saw this tweet a little bit earlier today, as in 5 minutes. Was audited as his Twitter followers, and it's showing 56% actual followers, 12,497 real, 9,819 fake.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Ouch.
Roughly half
that has to hurt.
of his followers are fake, according to Twitter audit report.
That's believable.
Yeah, I believe that.
That has to hurt his pride.
And he only interacts with like 5 of them.
No, probably 3.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, he does insult all of his fans when they're trying to be nice to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a trash.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, back to gaming topics. Splatoon, we covered that. Is there anything else on Splatoon that we want to cover before we move on?
Throughout the summer, they're adding 9 free DLC maps, so
Yep.
that's
9.
pretty cool of them.
Wow.
They're releasing content over time, and I don't know, it's a really cool thing. They're also releasing a few more game modes throughout the summer, I believe, so that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is really exciting.
Alrighty. Next gaming topic on the docket. This one is submitted by Mr. Cyber Ice Blood. He let us know about the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection and our thoughts on it. Now, the story is that a little bit earlier today, it got leaked out that there's going to be a Nathan Drake Uncharted Nathan Drake collection on the PS4. It's going to be coming out October 9th, 2015, this year. And it was then later confirmed by Neil Druckmann from the team. So, we had official confirmation that this is true. The leak was substantiated. If you pre-order this, you will be given a slew of different player skins and outfits. You'll get a golden AK-47, a golden Beretta 92FS, and if you get the digital pre-order, you'll get a cool Nathan Drake collection PS4 dynamic theme. Now, you may be asking, what is in the collection? The collection...
What?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Lester? said something and he just stopped.
I said that's great. So
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying guys, like you had an announcement. All right.
So I thought, too.
Well, anyway.
This collection includes Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3 with exclusive access to Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta once it goes live, which is yet to be determined. So, for those of you that have played the Uncharted games, your thoughts on this collection?
Waste of time.
Ooh.
I am not a fan of the fact that there's so many games getting remasters when they don't really need it. That's just
Do you remember any of the other consoles getting this many remasters for the fucking games before it?
no.
No, because those consoles had games that were being made for them. These new ones don't, because they're trash.
I have-
Hashtag PC Master Race.
God damn it. I don't have
Fuck outta here.
I have nothing against the PS4 or Xbox One. I personally think the remasters are very unnecessary. That's just me. Like, unless you haven't played the game before and you're looking to play them now, then I don't understand that. But if you already own the game, then what's the point of like paying $50 extra for something that you probably get for like way cheaper? You get like all 3 games for like $30.
Oh, but come on, Moogle. They've got to put out something for these next-gen consoles.
I'm just saying
They've got to have some sort of games.
HD collections only work for games that are like a few generations back. Like, I don't think you should do last generation games on this generation
Exactly.
consoles. That's not really displaying really well what you want. Or if you're gonna do a remaster, do a Halo 2. Do what they did with Halo 2 and make the game look fucking great.
Jesus. You all right?
No, I'm just really angry
Start
about
gritting your
this
teeth
topic.
on that one.
This topic makes me angry.
Why are you angry?
They do all these remasters, which they don't change anything. But you get the few examples like Wind Waker HD or Halo 2 remastered, where they're just beautiful.
I think Wind Waker
re-releases.
HD was the only remaster that like came out for Wii U.
It is because people were begging for it.
Oh, so are you mad about the new Devil May Cry 4 remastered?
No one cares.
That's not really a remastered though. That's just like the port of the Japanese version, the extra shit that we never got. So technically, I mean, you could consider a remaster, but I think it's like because they're selling it for really cheap. Like it's like $20, pretty much the same price you normally get Devil May Cry 4, or maybe you get like for like $5 or $10. I still think it's pretty good for people that haven't played it yet. And getting the extra stuff like the Bloody Palace and the Virgil DLC and all that, I think that's great. So that's
Yeah, so where's my Japanese release?
guys,
Tales of Vesperia?
what's up, Lester?
but guys, 1080p though.
Oh, god damn it!
They don't even
1080p.
render at 1080p.
Yeah,
Okay, I never played none of the Uncharted games because I didn't have a PS3, but since I have a PS4, I guess I'll try it. The only downside is that both the games don't come with their multiplayer feature. That's probably the only downside about it.
If you're paying more than like $30 for that entire thing getting ripped off, because I got all 3 Uncharted games for $20. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't afford a PS3 right now, so I got to stick with the 4.
Which is unfortunate, but you'll still be getting ripped off if you have to pay more than like $30. That's just my
Yeah.
opinion.
I agree.
But I think you're going to enjoy them. They're pretty good games. First one was kind of clunky, but 2 and 3 were pretty good. I really enjoyed them.
Huh. I just saw brand new information about Metal Gear Solid 5. It's actually going to be released in PlayStation Magazine for the July 2015 issue. That's pretty cool.
Really?
So what they're
Cool.
going to be doing is they're claiming to have spent 2 full days with that game. They're going to explain why the PS4 version is superior, and they're going to do a 16-page hands-on preview. That's pretty cool.
PS4 version being superior.
So
DC Master Race, come on now.
that is the
Well,
PlayStation.
that's only if they bomb it.
Oh,
on purpose.
I just wanted to acknowledge something, but we got a few donations on the charity water.
Tell us all about it, Mr. Moogle.
Well, we got one donation by Cesar Rodriguez, and he gave us $10. This was an hour ago. He says,
Yeah, the amounts aren't important.
well, yeah. He says,
Listen, people.
his message is for a better future. And then we got one from Ted Zimmerly. Says, Rubido here. Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry. Rubido here. Sorry if I'm just starting to fight right now. I figured I'd donate sooner or later. And then Eddie B43 says, keep up the good work. These SoKasts are always hilarious.
Fantastic. Thank you guys very much for your donations. We appreciate that towards the charity water. We now are at 91% of our goal, technically 90.5%, but I guess charity water is nice and they round up. But $9,050 for clean water projects. Thank you guys very much. Also, if I didn't mention off the top, 26 days left. So we're winding down. This is grind time. This is the time for people to be doing their charity challenges, of course. We've been, admittedly, a lot of people have been, neglecting their charity challenges. But, of course, since our credibility is on the line, I'm sure that they'll start doing them so that, we don't look foolish at the end of the day. But other than that, I think
Snap it, turtles.
yeah. So, anyways, moving on. The Metal Gear Solid preview, I'm looking forward to seeing what new information comes out about that. That seems like it's going to be great. Next piece of business, submitted by Arahan, refunds on Steam.
Why didn't they do it sooner?
Oh.
Why didn't they fucking do this sooner? I mean, I get that, like, now is a good time for them to do it, but they could have done this way sooner. But, I mean, that's not going to give me something to bitch about. I just think they really should have thought of this much sooner. That's pretty much it. I think it's a great idea. Awesome that they're doing this, but man, they really could have done this way sooner. That's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say about it.
That's true.
Yeah. What about everyone else?
Well, for me, I think that it is a good idea. Now, if you guys aren't aware of the actual terms and conditions here, I'll just briefly sum them up for you. You have 48 hours. In addition, or sorry, hold on. That's for DLC. All right. So let me just be clear on this. You have 14 days to ask for your money back, and you can't play the game for more than 2 hours, and you can't have been banned from their anti-cheat system, you can't be banned from their server, whatever else. So, if I buy a game and I play it for an hour and 59 minutes, within 14 days I can return that and get a full refund. Essentially making it 2-hour demos, I guess you could say, for free. But, if it's a game like Hatred, you could potentially beat the whole game and then just get a refund like you should,
Yeah.
But that's the Steam refunds. I think that this is a good thing. I think that there is potential for abuse. 2 hours is a little bit generous, which is nice. I can definitely see why they should have done this sooner, and I can definitely see why they could lose a little bit of money here. I mean, somebody plays the game for 2 hours, they get their fill, they're fine with it. And as far as I know, this is unique to gaming in general, because a lot of stores that you would go to, your Walmarts, Best Buy, stuff like that, once you open the game, you can't return it. You can sell it back to GameStop and get completely, ripped off, but you can't just go and return your game. If you go to Walmart, as soon as you peel the plastic off, that's yours. You can't return it. So this is unique in the entire industry. If I understand this correctly.
I think that you're right.
So there you go. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Next topic on the docket.
What would that be?
Submitted by I Like Funny Videos 505. Fred Fux's Weeaboo Bingo that he posted on Twitter. So, let me grab an image for you guys. I actually saw this from our good friend Mr. Loophole, who, by the way, wow, we'll get into that in a second. Alright, so let me grab the actual image for you.
I just got some breaking news. Someone just donated $100 to charity. To our charity.
What?
Yeah,
Nice.
from Leo
Yeah.
King. And it's from Leo King.
Oh, shit.
Leo King.
Yeah.
On your face, my friend.
Yeah.
There we go. Our great friend Leo, who is now an airman, fantastic gentleman, Sons of Kojima member, just got done with his training into the Air Force. Congratulations to you. Thank you for sharing the wealth. We appreciate it. Good on you, sir. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and his message is just doing my job with a smiley face.
Well, we salute you, sir, and thank you. 92% of our goal. 9150. Man, that's great. That's awesome.
That
There
is
goes.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Leo. We appreciate that. All right. So, as you can see in the chat, there is your official Weeaboo Bingo. Now, I saw this from Mr. Loophole. Mr. Loophole admitted to two of these things. Number one, and most importantly, he cranks it to cartoons. Which I'm gonna fucking hammer this down. I saw everyone basically ignored the fact that he cranks it to cartoons. Mr. Loophole, congratulations. We appreciate that for letting us know that you crank it to cartoons. So, fantastic. Hashtag cranks it to cartoons.
Casual.
Exactly. Anyways, here is not the template to the bingo. This is actually my results. I scored a perfect 0.
Hold
I
on,
believe
hold on.
that's 25.
Congratulations. Alright.
Is that the sound of Loophole watching cartoons?
Yeah. Pretty
A
much.
perfect 0 out of 25. So,
There you go.
you know. But anyways, there you go. If you guys would like to, you can use this yourself. Since mine is so pristine and clean, I couldn't check any of them off. I tried. I looked at all of them. I was as honest as possible. Never have I ever had any of these things, so I scored a perfect 0 out of 25. But if you guys would like to use that, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, if you crank it to cartoons, feel free to fucking use the hashtag crank it to cartoons or crank yankers or whatever the fuck else. Whatever you'd like to call it, it's fine with me. But yeah, submit them. See if you can do that. Go ahead, do your own thing. Go in Photoshop, put some red fucking circles or whatever the fuck you'd like, and there you go. How about you guys? Have you guys done the Weeaboo Bingo, or have you guys, looked at it and had any assessments and first impressions of this bingo board?
Well, since we all know Moogle scored a 25 out of 25, I scored a 3.
Ooh. The
And-
crank it to cartoons part, right?
Nope.
I only have 3 myself. And-
Liar.
What do you mean, liar? Fuck
The
you.
first 3.
The first. Okay.
So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are interested in testing out your weeaboo-ness, you can possibly win a bingo. See, this is the thing, though. This isn't like a fucking, do it and then you get, like, your score or some shit like that. It's just like, yeah, you could possibly get a bingo. Let's see. There's already people in the chat doing this. All right, we've got 15 out of 25, 1 out of 25, 7 out of 25. 24 out of 25. Gamerbird017.
Of course.
Well, he cranks
Pascal has
he cranks
26
it
out of
for
25. He cranks it twice as much, that's why.
Yeah.
He put 2 check marks on that one. 3 out of 25 for Mr. Twix. 10 out of 25. Tactical Discord. There we go. Coming in
0
strong.
out of
Chewbacca
25.
10. Oh, shit.
11 out of 25.
AP's got 11. Our good friend Freddy Fastfuck with 0. There we go. No
Stay
man with
free.
0. Represent. So, there you go. If you guys are... 14 for the Hungarian World Order. Look at that. Negative 33 out of 25. Alright. Anyways, we'll move on from that. I just thought that was kind of funny. Thank you. I like funny videos. 505 for submitting that to us. Let's see, what else do we got here? Alright, Steam Machines and Controllers Thoughts by Mr. 10 out of 25 Chewbacca himself. So, I can give input on both of those, but specifically I'd like to talk about the Steam controllers.
I need that
those
controller.
Are fucking awesome.
I need that controller.
I need it in my life.
Dude, I wanna try playing Dota with that.
I don't need that.
I actually want to
It
try
looks
that.
like it'll make fighting games really easy to play.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or at least a little easier, because the motions will be a lot easier to input with those fucking sticks.
Of course. So, if anyone does not know, I mean, shit, we can even insta-sync the trailer for the controller if we want to.
We can do that.
Alright, let me set that up. But I love this controller a lot. I think it'll help us illustrate what we're trying to say about it. Let me grab the video for it. STEM controller. But, Pascal, your thoughts on the STEM controller?
Nice. Very, very sleek. Looks comfortable to hold in your hands. And video games. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Unfortunately, a little bit of glossy plastic, which is a fingerprint magnet and easily scratched. So that's not good.
Don't play with Cheetos encrusted fingers.
No promises.
Let me try to find the Steam trailer, the official one. There's a lot of mirrors. Okay, here we go. So let me just take this, with this, and this. Alright, so if you guys still have the link for my InstaSync, I can also link that for you guys. There's that, and that. Alright, so get your asses back into my InstaSync. Renna.
Alright, fine.
Sweet.
Just give me a second, I'll have to... Oops.
It looks like shit. Just
You
like-
look like shit.
You smell like shit.
Ooh.
This whole podcast is shit.
You're shit because you're on it.
Oh, you ruined it the minute he opened his mouth.
I had to help clean the shit from this podcast.
Then leave.
But then the stains
Alright.
and the shit will
I have it set up now.
consume us all.
Alright. Are you motherfuckers here to watch?
Yep.
I'm watching.
Yes.
Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Games are experiences, and how you play can be
Games
just as
are
important as what you play. For too long, players have had to choose between the precision of a mouse or the familiarity of a controller, between the power of a
Alright.
PC and the comfort of the couch. But why shouldn't you get to have both? The Steam controller isn't just a gamepad. It's a passport that brings thousands of games previously
Somebody's got a
only
strong
playable with
echo.
a keyboard and mouse to the comfort of your couch. Using one-to-one positioning, the Steam controller can virtualize
I love that
familiar
second
controls like
touchpad.
a trackball, a mouse, or a scroll
Look
wheel.
at that.
That's really neat.
Also effortlessly type from
Yeah,
your
it
phone.
does look nice.
We've tossed out
You
hundreds
can
of
press in like the stick.
and
Look at that. I
surfing
love
web
the
is easy
typing.
to
Look at
text
that.
your friends.
Very
This
precise,
game
too.
is all about options. And that's why you can customize
Let's hope it's not
everything
super
about your
sensitive,
controller on
though.
a game-to-game
Well, you can
basis.
set it. See
Don't
that?
have time to figure out the
Oh,
perfect layout
okay.
on your
There's
own?
very,
Turn to
very
Steam
in-depth,
Community and download the control scheme that's right
like
for
setup
you.
for each game and
Dive
stuff.
in and
That's
surf the
actually
web.
fucking sweet.
Or hook
can
up
surf the
multiple
web with
Steam
the shit?
controllers and have your friends over for a night of
He's
fun.
saying you can download custom control
Looking to
sets
step up your
too.
competitive game? The dual stage triggers of
Couldn't
the Steam
imagine playing
controller
something
have
like
both an
StarCraft
analog
on that
pole
thing.
and a
Imagine
digital
all the
switch.
micromanaging that you have to
grip
do with the
buttons on
buttons.
back mean you never have to take your
Yeah.
thumbs off target again. And all of this is brought together with real-time haptic feedback delivered by twin force reactors. Bring your favorite games, friends, and features to the living room with the Steam controller.
Sold.
Damn.
I'm buying this shit. I don't care.
I'm definitely buying the shit. I love the fact that there's some buttons in the grips.
How about 4?
It's a 2-stage trigger, so you can kind of go halfway and then actually register, press all the way through. As you saw, like the typing was kind of cool. You can enter text in using both of your thumbs, kind of like your phone, that kind of idea. Like the nice granular, if Che's out there listening, granular control of that trackpad, to
Can you spell that?
Granular? Sure.
Yes.
Granual. Granular. I didn't spell it right, and then there's actually an AR at the end.
If only the Che was here to spell that for you.
You started clapping before I was done.
Way to go.
Sorry. I wasn't prepared. Can I do it again?
No, you lose. Go
I
home.
spelled granule, and then
Nope,
R.
Shay wins.
Hashtag Che
Che's the
wins.
winner.
Shay has misspelled every word you've given him. What are you talking about?
Che's gonna friggin' go in there and tear you a new asshole.
Incorrect.
Well, looks like we're gonna have no other promo. I hope we don't.
Nah, well, we'll see about that. He's not even here, so it would not be fair. But moving on, we would like to just express that we're going to be pre-ordering the stupid controller.
Yeah.
I've actually been looking for a new controller anyway, and because an Xbox 360 controller, which is pretty much perfect, is already going to be around $35 to $40, I figure why not spring the extra 10 and get a controller that is tailored towards being a controller experience on the PC. There's some extra little features that make it even better for being a PC gaming controller. So, like, the text input is really awesome.
Okay, since it's for PCs, how long until we can pirate it?
Pirating a controller?
Well, if you've got a 3D printer, you can do it immediately.
Pirating controller.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, you can just get a 3D printer and you can fucking pirate anything you want.
Your goddamn head in shame. That is just ridiculous.
You know what? Because you said that, now you definitely have to get your dick bit by a snapping turtle.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I like that. I like that he just goes, yes,
Yes.
after a mention it. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna buy it. I think
I
this,
will too.
I think this is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at first when I saw it in the beta form, I guess you want to call it, when they were talking about it, I thought it was a stupid idea, but seeing it actually in action, it definitely convinced me otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know if those extra buttons on the grips were there before when they were showing off the prototypes, but I like that a lot. I like that as far as being able to aim and stuff like that. I mean, you get a lot more buttons, and that makes it a lot better. Also, if you want to try to macro stuff, if you've got XPatter, if you want to do some custom shit, you can use that too. Man, there's just a lot of different things. Like, imagine you've got your emulator, right? And you want to set it so that you can, like, slow down time, fast forward through unskippable stuff. There's a lot of utility there. And also, you can just use it to navigate your desktop. If you just want to sit back, use your controller, sit back on the couch, you can...
Yeah, you can basically just use it without your mouse and keyboard, pretty much. I wonder if there's going to be an interface we can actually use, like a on-screen keyboard with the controller. That would be pretty cool, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about that. You can be on Skype while talking to your friends while using the controller. I think it has a lot of good, all-in-one use. And if they do that, that's a great idea. I'm definitely sold on that. And it looks very comfortable, too. Like, just look how sleek it is. And just very ergonomic. I definitely think that I could probably hold on to that thing and never let it go. Just like a PS3 controller.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, the actual release date for the Steam controller, I believe, is going to be in October. Let me get the exact date, though, because I don't think it was shown in the trailer. All right, introducing Steam controller. $50 pre-order hits on October 16th. So, coincidentally, also on the 16th is going to be Steam machines. So, if you're not aware of a Steam machine is an attempt to bring PC gaming to the console, the console market. You know, just the.
I was gonna say, hasn't Alienware already done that? Like they started bringing out
official
consoles?
Steam machines.
No. I mean, like, have they done like their own console type of machines themselves?
They've tried to do portable PCs. There have been portable PCs for quite a while now. But these Steam machines are ones that run Steam OS.
Okay.
So these would be official Steam machines that come with the Steam controller. I believe Alienware did sort of a Steam machine, but I believe it came with like a 360 controller.
Okay.
So this is going to be the real thing. And like I said, for anyone that doesn't know, this is going to be officially from Steam. It's going to run on SteamOS, which is a Linux variant that runs Steam's Big Picture. So if you have Steam now, you can click on that button of the controller and you can get into Steam Big Picture. It's sort of like the Steam equivalent of like Windows Media Center, I guess would be a good comparison. A lot more controller friendly.
I'm
a lot
really
of big
sold.
icons.
I'm really sold on the controller for sure, though. And it's funny too because it's almost the day of my birthday too. That it comes out.
But yeah, like I said, moving on with the Steam machines. Let me just finish this up real quick, Moogle. There's going to be between 1,000 and 1,200 games that will be natively supported by SteamOS specifically for this. They're going to start at $450. They're going to come with the Steam controller, of course, and the primary providers are going to be Alienware, Dell/Alienware, starting at $449, going up to $750. But not a whole lot of graphics processing power here. So if we're looking at the base model, we're looking at let's see here. They're not actually saying specifically what these graphics cards are, but looking at the highest end model, you've got an i7-4765 processor and just says GTX GPU, which could be anything, but with 2 gigabytes of GDR5. So I think this is going to be somewhat similar to like a 750 Ti. I don't think it's going to be up there like a 960 or something like that. So, you know, you're going to be looking at mid to high settings, and unfortunately with the very small footprint, you might have to deal with some heat issues, and I think that's going to be the thing here. I think that people that want consoles are going to stick with consoles. I think that people that are going to go to PC, I think they're going to want a more open and flexible experience, and they don't necessarily need this small footprint. So I don't know exactly who the Steam machine is aimed towards.
Hey, I'm a console gamer. I'd rather build my own PC than buy a Steam machine.
Well, you're better off, really.
See?
I'm
not a console peasant.
It's for people who kind of want a semi-console experience, but they also want Steam deals.
Well, the thing about buying a PC in general, it's not just for gaming. You kind of want something for like all-purpose. You know, you want to maybe you're someone like me who does Let's Plays and stuff. You want to be able to do some editing and use Photoshop and maybe do some business stuff like emails and anybody can do that, but that's beyond the point. Basically, it's an all-purpose type of thing. Like you want to be able to do everything on it, and I don't think you could really do that on the Steam consoles.
You cannot. SteamOS is literally limited to just the fucking Steam Big Picture thing. It's just there to service your content of games. And of course, one of the big things is going to be that there's no optical drive. There's not going to be like, you can't get discs of this. You're just going to have to download all these from Steam. So
Yeah.
Looks like Pass is not a fan of the meow points.
He's like that fucking gif. It kind of sums it up in a way. Bow down to the mew points. I wonder how many mew points everyone has.
I don't know how many meow points there are. We earn like 100 every 5 minutes.
So we'd have
Can we
one.
cash in our now I'm calling them mew points because of you. Can we cash in our meow points for anything? I mean, what are meow points? Could somebody fucking tell us what meow points are? I don't feel like Googling it.
I was saying it on purpose in hopes that you would say it, so I'm glad that it got on.
We've got a podcast to run, man. Come on.
Fucking meow
But,
points.
yeah, I don't know. Meow points, whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Maybe it's got something to do with my fucking cat.
But as far as the Steam machine, the Steam box, I don't really see a purpose in it. I think that if you're going to spend $750 on a Steam box, you could get a way better PC that you built yourself. And hell, you can even find some deals of PCs that are pre-built with better specs, timed from time to time. The Steam controller is going to be open to whatever PC you'd like. I don't know if it's going to be supported wirelessly. That's the one thing that I didn't see. Is it Bluetooth or,
It's
in the press?
through the Wi-Fi, I think.
Really?
Steam machines?
The Steam controllers.
Steam controllers. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just a wireless connection. It might be.
Okay.
It might have like a little.
It might,
connector you plug into
like I was gonna
USB.
say, it might have a Bluetooth connector because most wireless controllers nowadays run off Bluetooth.
Let me see.
I mean,
Well, it's a
I don't-
PC controller, so I would assume so.
Yeah, I don't see why not. That'd be fucking
Wired
sick.
or wireless. Okay. It says. Yeah, it doesn't say what the connection is. All it says is wired or wireless.
I prefer
USB
wired.
2.0 via micro USB. Cable not included. That's kind of shitty. Huh. Oh, here we go. USB wireless pairing dongle. So it is going to have
Told
a.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes no sense. Why would a wireless controller not come with a Bluetooth adapter?
Well, no, I think it's we didn't see that it was wireless. Like, a lot of times they try to hide these
Oh no,
things.
I'm just saying in general though.
So we didn't know for sure until we just looked now. Yeah, Steam controller. I'm excited for that. But pre-orders for the Steam controller and the Steam machines start today, so if you want those, go out and get those, I guess. I don't know. Or don't. I personally am not going to get a Steam machine. I don't care to have a Steam machine, but I definitely am going to get a Steam controller. And that's that. Anything else before we move on?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Go fuck yourself.
It's not nice.
Yeah. Way to be a meanie face.
Yeah, way to have shh in the background, too. Anyways, digital copies of Witcher 3 won't load on Xbox One due to licensing issues. Interesting. Somebody submitted this. Let's see. Witcher 3.
Oh, another reason not to get an Xbox One.
As if people needed more. Alright, so it seems like it just got fixed as of right now, but it was having problems earlier.
Interesting.
Problem said, are you unable, blah, 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 blah. You must be signed in with your Microsoft account and provide a 10-digit phone number. What the fuck? Who cares? So anyways, earlier today, people were not allowed to get into Witcher 3. That doesn't make sense. Why would their licenses get revoked? Like, what does the servers were fucked up? I mean, there isn't really a whole lot of information on it, so we just got submitted this, and we just covered it on a whim, so,
I don't know.
Apologies, we don't know that much about it, but, Nomad, do you have Witcher 3 on Xbox One?
No, I do not.
Alright. So, anyone that has Witcher 3 on Xbox One, be it in the chat or whatever else, let us... What the hell? What are you doing, Pascal?
I'm learning about meow points.
All right, let us know about the meow points. How does this work?
He's so determined to figure out what the fuck meow points are.
Let us.
Okay, right now I'm learning that you can. There are rewards.
Yeah, I'm one of the top.
I'm trying to figure out what those are
Dude,
for.
I'm the
The
top.
reward system is now off. Gotta turn it back
Dude,
on.
I'm one of the top people with meow points.
I don't understand what this is for.
And this just in, the topic was submitted by Mr. Pixelbuster. We apologize, he didn't have his name next to it, so I just thought it was anonymous, but thank you, Pixelbuster, for sending that in. We appreciate it. What is up with the meow points? Let us know right now.
For what now? Right now it just seems like the points.
Is this one of the topics?
Yeah, what's up with the meow points?
Like, I just, there's not, like, actually rewards that I see. I just see their points.
Well, no, the rewards are like when we do raffles.
Yeah. Are they?
So when you turn reward system on, that allows you to start a raffle.
Oh, so I can just start little games?
But when we do our raffles, we require someone to have 0 meow points. So, like, I guess the way it works is you can... rigged. I guess the way it works is you can make it so that you have to have X amount of meow points so that, you know, people actually had to have been in the chat or some shit like that. I don't know if your meow points expire. Moogle had, like, fucking 11,000, so...
Yeah.
Fred,
Yes.
I'm reading about mail points right now. It says this thing about lottery. It says types exclamation point lottery followed by any characters followed by an amount of points needed to enter by the maximum times the user can pay to enter.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way we do it. We do the word. We do 0, 1. So it requires 0 meow points, and that you can only get 1 entry per account.
Mm-hmm.
A lottery has started. Console faces chat. What the fuck, Pask?
What is he doing?
Oh, god damn it! Now you have people thinking that we're running a raffle.
Great job.
It's a lottery.
A lottery.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I hope that the prize is coming out of your pockets.
Demod and Fred.
Come up out them pockets. Yeah. See what happens when we mod Pascal.
It's rigged. Rigged.
He was even in the chat saying, "Oh, please mod me." See what happens when we mod Pascal. Yeah, maybe that'll be the lottery. How about that? I'll make a raffle. The raffle is you have to say unmod pass, and then you can win, and we'll just count that as votes.
So lotteries and raffles are the same thing.
All right. So what are you giving away to Derp Stealth Fatass?
I don't know. Give me like 10 minutes.
All right. So congratulations, Derp Stealth Fatass. You've won something from Pascal. Pask, you actually won something from us too.
Yeah, Pask.
A snapping turtle.
Yeah.
He loves hot dogs.
You know what? I'll give you all of my Steam trading cards. And by all of my Steam trading cards, I mean 10.
Perfect. So there you go. I didn't see anybody put rigged. Oh, okay. Chewbacca put rigged. Thank you.
I did.
Well, fine. You did too. It's a wriggle.
It's wriggled.
It's wriggled. But thank you, Mr. Pascal, for giving away all of your trading cards to Mr. Derp Stealth Fatass.
By all, I mean 10.
All of them equals 10. That's still all of them. So come up out them pockets.
Way to go, Ace.
Yeah.
Showcase, he has to contact me.
I will
And if my forms go down,
I will give you his personal phone number if need be. As a matter of fact, I can actually give the personal phone number here live on the air.
Oh.
Huh?
Huh?
do it, and I cry.
That gives me even more reason to do it. All right, so Pascal's phone number is 123-456-7890.
Snapping turtle.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you so much.
So any telemarketers in the chat, make sure to call Mr. Pascal at least 20 times a day. Anyways, moving on. Another topic submitted to us from Anonymous. Actually, excuse me, Anon. Favorite foods. Now, Mr. Moogle, tell us what hits the spot. What is your favorite foods?
Well, I really like tortellini a lot. It's like my favorite thing ever to eat.
Who doesn't?
Snapping tortellini?
Get out with that, man.
Seriously, Fred?
No, but I really like tortellini. It's absolutely delicious, with bolognese sauce especially. That's what I like.
What is a bolognese sauce?
It's a spaghetti sauce. What else would it be?
I don't know.
I'm fucking done. Why don't you tell me your favorite food, Pask? Is it turtle soup?
It's snapping turtle.
Is it?
Oh!
Yeah, I went
turtle's
there.
eating meat, dumbass.
I went there.
I'd have to say Canadians.
What? Okay.
You eat Canadians.
They're really
He's a cannibal.
They're really
Apparently
salty.
Pask is a cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat the Canadians, please.
You're right.
They're nice. They're our neighbors to the north.
Okay, I just want to acknowledge something. Dr. Fizz just said, Moogle, keep in mind that snow isn't a food. God damn it.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna have to say, shit.
You like eating shit?
All
Alright, there you go.
You like eating shit. Okay, thanks for telling us.
Fantastic, especially on the podcast. So, Pascal's favorite food, pizza rolls and chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Fred don't like when I eat pizza rolls. He's gonna kick his ass and smash.
And that did not happen, first of all. Second of all, I will fight you tonight on stream.
I have to go get dinner soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And then after that, I will
You're
kick
gonna eat
your ass.
You're gonna eat a nice pie.
I'll play you later.
Yeah, alright. And you'll get fucked up.
Probably, because I'm not eating pizza rolls.
Yeah, well, there you go. Anyways, Mr. Nomad, what is your favorite food down at the local prison? It has to be the meatloaf, right?
Nope.
The mashed potatoes? With
What
dish
the-
sink gravy?
But what does a nomad like yourself like to eat?
Just the regular shit like pizza, pasta, whatever, that kind of
That's
stuff.
the normal stuff on the prison menu. I got you.
A pizza with pasta on top.
Pizza pasta.
By the way, Fred, if you play Pask in Smash tonight, I can cast it. Cast it live on the air.
But how's he gonna play it? Is he gonna play the original Smash?
Moopin', yeah.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is it's gonna be a 1v1, but I'm gonna be the third person. I'm just gonna deliberately kill myself so you can have your 1v1, and I'll be the
Or you
spectator
could just
of the
not
match.
select a character and you can just watch us.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Really?
It doesn't. No.
I have to deliberately kill myself to let you guys have a 1v1, which is fine. I don't mind doing that.
Huh. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so
yeah.
stay tuned for that. Pascal getting his shit kicked in by Danky Kang and Star Fox. It's gonna be a fucking fantastic display of fuck-uppery. And I just have one thing to say to you, Pascal.
Uh-oh.
Gonna buy.
Is it gonna be the best 3 out of 5?
Gonna bop ya.
Or 2 out
Oh
of 3?
no, this is gonna be 100 out of 102 because I'm gonna whip them
Okay.
all over Saskatoon.
Best 2 out of 3 then.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, favorite food, Nomad. You said pasta, pizza. Anything else? What else are you partial to?
Oh, Asian food. Asian food's pretty good. Vietnamese food sometimes too.
Asian food. Mr. Miles.
Okay, so I like stuffed crust pepperoni pizzas from Pizza Hut. So I eat pizza a lot. Well, by a lot, I mean I eat it in healthy amounts, but not, too much. But I also like sesame chicken, cheeseburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, and milkshakes. Just depends.
All right, Mr. Torres. What sort of superior sustenance do you have?
My favorite food. I guess I'll go one for my childhood. My favorite food was cube steak, rice, and gravy. That's like that's like my childhood favorite food, man. Like the
fancy.
best.
Very nice. Mr. Moogle, your favorite foods?
I already answered.
But are there any others?
There's, I don't know. I've always really liked grilled chicken, and I also really like Chinese food a lot.
We'll go with Lester, and then I'll finish it up with mine, as I haven't revealed mine. No one could possibly guess mine. But Mr. Lester, what kind of meals, what kind of food is your favorite, sir? Perfect. So,
Pork chops and chicken.
pork chops and chicken. There you go. So me, personally, I gotta have a good meal. I like a nice lasagna from time to time. Specifically, one that has, nice amounts of ground beef in it. I also am very fond of pistachios. They are the best snack possible, but if I'm not having those things, I very, very much enjoy nice tender beef jerky. Not the chewy type. I like if you can get like a Jack Link's tender bites or like the beef steak. That's very good. I'm also, let me tell you what, this is without a doubt one of my favorite things ever. It's gonna sound ridiculous. I don't care. One of my favorite things ever. A sausage and cheese croissant.
That actually sounds really good.
I don't give a fuck who doesn't like it. I don't give a fuck who does like it. Sausage and cheese croissant, possibly from Burger King. Those are probably the best if they're nice and fresh. That's my favorite fucking shit. Sausage and cheese croissant. No egg.
Really
I will grab the egg and toss it over my shoulder.
Ooh.
Fuck eggs. Fuck seafood. Sausage and cheese. That's it. And the croissant.
Right.
Wait, you don't like eggs?
Fuck eggs.
Okay, so Fred, let me ask you a really serious question here.
Yes.
If you could, would you bitch slap DSP with the egg?
Oh God.
I mean, it wouldn't be very effective, and it would probably be a simple assault.
If you couldn't, get
I'm gonna
in
go with
trouble
no.
it. If you couldn't get in trouble for it,
I'm gonna go with no.
that was totally a joke, by the way.
It's a waste of a good meal.
What, eggs? Eggs are not a meal.
Excuse me, faggot?
Eggs are not...
Whoa.
Eggs are life. You can put an egg on anything.
That's a very naughty word.
Why don't you put an egg on your penis so the turtle has something to eat?
Oh, my God. You know what? You gotta take your ramen. You gotta cook your ramen, and when it's done, you gotta drain a little bit of the water out of it. Crack an egg on top, let the egg cook.
That's stupid as shit. Fuck eggs. If you like eggs, that's on you, man. I don't care. You might not like sausage croissants. That's fine. But fuck eggs. I don't like them. I don't want them around me. The only time I'll ever eat egg, in a way that it's just egg, like, obviously egg is an ingredient in multiple things that you eat. But the only time that I'll eat an egg that is still in egg form will be in pork fried rice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Right. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, pork fried rice is supposed to have shallots, bean sprouts, and scrambled egg. It's not supposed to have onion. It's not supposed to have peas and carrots. That's garbage. It's supposed to have bean sprouts, shallots, and scrambled egg, in addition to pork and rice and sauce. I don't understand where this fucking shit where you get peas and carrots in Chinese food. It makes no sense to have it in fried rice at all. It's garbage. Don't eat that. Don't support that. If you have a Chinese place near you and they put peas and carrots into the food, you are free to burn the place down to the ground. And do not eat there even after they rebuild it. It is the worst. Peas and carrots and fried rice. That's all I have to say about that.
You're doing this over peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots and fried rice. It is a travesty. It's ridiculous.
So you're the kind of person that doesn't want their peas and carrots mixed in with their food.
Just not fried rice. Carrots are fantastic. Peas are fantastic in certain accoutrements, Mr. Moogle, but not in fried rice. Nope. So, let's see. What else do I like? I also enjoy... I like chicken tenders. A lot. Like good chicken... Like restaurant chicken fingers.
Oh.
You know? Not like fucking bagged shit that always tastes like shit. Like nice fucking, Popeyes. Oh man, dude, fucking Popeyes.
Oh man, Popeyes.
Zaxby's.
Yeah, they do the shit right. Go to Popeyes, you get the fucking buttery biscuits, mashed potatoes and gravy with little bits of meat, spiciness, all the shit. Fantastic. The chicken tenders, outstanding. Popeyes, I'd like to personally get sponsored by Popeyes. That'd be fantastic. Sons of Kojima podcast brought to you by Popeyes.
I just realized, who is the Sons of Kojima account if it's not you, Fred? They just said fuck Popeyes.
Everybody has access to the bitch. You could probably fucking Che.
Yeah. Of course it would be.
I ain't got that shit.
We don't want you to have that
Che's
shit.
favorite
You did a raffle without our permission anyway.
Yeah, Che's favorite food is crows. He likes to
Yeah,
eat
he
crows.
shops at Kroger.
Kroger. Well, that would encourage that he wants to kill crows, so maybe not. Let's see.
There's one more thing I need you to play, Moogle.
Okay.
There's one more thing that I need you to play. This is a special video for Che.
Oh, boy.
Let me grab it real quick. Alright. Here. Let me make sure this is the correct one. Yep, this is the correct one. Alright, I'm going to post this in the chat. There you go. And if you would post that into the video, if you could play that for all of us. I don't know if we need to instant sync it. That might take a little too long, but
You want me to play the video itself?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on. Alright.
We need this.
I will, just give me a second. I will full screen it. Don't disappoint me, OBS.
This needs to be here. This is actually footage of Che's friend and a crow. Now, the crow thought that this person was Che. Unfortunately, he had the wrong person, but if you would please.
Alright, you ready? Alright, let's do this.
Try to pet.
No, no, that one we got the big ass beacon. Fuck you.
That's why I fuck your bitch. West side.
Alright, what is this?
You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to
The crow said fuck you. That's literally what it sounded like. That's amazing.
Beautiful. So there you go. Special shout out to Mr. Che. That specific crow said the same thing to Che, and that's where this whole bird hate came from. So we've cracked the code. We've cracked the case. This is what started the whole, anti-crow movement. So there you go. Let us see. Are there any other things that we want to address? Why is Fred such a massive plebeian?
Oh.
By Pascal X.
Oh.
That was Pascal that did that?
Shots fired.
Why don't you tell us about this, Pascal?
Why don't you settle in Smash?
Well, you're a fucking pleb. That's about it.
Tell us a little more about this. What is a plebeian for people that don't know?
A plebeian is what could be considered the lower class of the Roman society, and Fred is one of them because he's a low class trash hole.
How about this, gents? You guys take it up and Smash.
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Yeah. What are you gonna have?
I'm either gonna get Firehouse subs or I'm gonna order some Chinese food.
Yeah. And what's the snapping turtle gonna have?
Fucking rats.
Well, I don't know why you would call your testicles rats, but we would like to thank Mr. Pascal, for his illustrious take on Roman society. Mr. Paz, the only response that I would have to this would be that you represent yourself as a woman, and therefore I cannot refer to you as a man.
Ooh.
And you can always say you can't hit a woman.
Mm-hmm. That would be an injustice if I were to do that. But after you eat, Pascal, and don't you fucking dare try to wriggle your way out of this. That ass whipping is going to be live on the Sons of Kojima channel tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, shit.
I don't know about that, but I'll try.
So you forfeit.
Not necessarily.
So-
It depends
so
on
it's-
how long it takes me to get my food.
So
and how
it's
long
gonna
this
be
shit's
live.
gonna last.
So it's gonna be
This is
live.
going to go for another 15 minutes. I'm giving you an hour to eat.
He's so quiet. He's like, fuck this.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at something on my phone.
Yeah. You're looking at how much tombstones cost.
Yeah.
Because your ass is dead. Anyways. Let's go ahead. Let's wind down a bit. We are going to be getting towards the end of this one. This was a little bit shorter, so unfortunately we were not able to squeeze in guest callers. I left up the task of getting guest callers to some others. We were not able to get any, unfortunately, but I'm going to start relaxing on the guest caller acquisitions because oftentimes people ask me who's calling in, and sometimes I can't keep track of everything. So, I think it'd be nice to let some other people get the opportunity to do that. But anyways, I think the last thing that we should talk about before we wrap up is going to be looking at these topics. I'm not really sure about any of these. Does anybody know anything about Infinite Crisis?
Oh, yeah. I
I
actually know about it. Just recently, on their website, they put up an unfortunate thing saying that they are closing down the game. For people that don't know what Infinite Crisis is, it's basically a MOBA with DC characters. Basically, think of it as League of Legends mixed with Heroes of the Storm a little bit, and pretty much you got Infinite Crisis. Basically what happens is, I don't know why specifically they're shutting the game down, but apparently in August, that's when the game is pretty much, like, done. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know if they're going to give the licensing to someone else to continue the game, or they're just, like, outright going to drop the game in general. But it's really unfortunate, because I actually really like this game, and it sucks to see this happen to it, but I'm hoping maybe that they could give the game to like someone else, or I don't know, something else could happen to the game, but I don't know. Like I really don't want to see this game go, because this game is actually surprisingly fun, and that's pretty much it. And says on the news page, it says, after much deliberation, we regret to announce the official shutdown of Infinite Crisis. We will end development efforts today and will close the service on August 14th, 2015. Which means the competitive scene, all the streams, and their YouTube channel and everything, their social media, all their stuff is gonzo. After August.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, actually I was saying, oh shit, to something completely different. My apologies. There are some things that were submitted on the last week's topics that we didn't see. First of all, Evil Table says that if we reach the $10,000 goal for charity, he's going to have his friends shoot him up with paintballs.
Ooh. Ouch.
That does not sound pleasant.
We also had somebody ask, if you could, would you invite DSP to the SoK podcast to have a meaningful discussion with him, brought up by Get Out of My Swamp Che? Okay. Get Out of My Swamp Che. Very nice. Yes, the answer is absolutely. We actually have been, asking for Mr. Phil to come on and offering him time after time a fair, reasonable discussion, not even a debate, just a discussion on his terms. If he wants to talk to one of us, if he wants to talk to multiple of us, whatever he wants, we would be willing to do that on his show, on our show, whatever. It doesn't have to be on our show, because then he could try to accuse us of trying to use him to, make our show get a bunch of views or some stupid shit like that. So, fine. If he wants to do that, we can do it on his show. Whatever. I would be willing, personally, to go on there and talk to him one-on-one. Shay has expressed that he would be able and willing to talk to him one-on-one with the hashtag DSP debate, but if he wants to talk, I'm more than welcome to talk to him, and I feel as though it would be a productive discussion. I feel as though a lot of the times, as we mentioned, when he's presented with things, he shuts down. I think in this situation, where it's specifically a broadcasted conversation, he would not be able to sort of shut down as much as he does in other situations. And this would be something specifically where it's to have a discussion. He could sort of say, well, when I'm playing games on stream, I'm not trying to have debates with people or whatever else. If this was specifically a discussion, I don't think that he would be able, to spin it any sort of way. But anyways, the answer is 100% yes. As a group, we have been very much pressing for a conversation with him, to have a meaningful discussion, to try to, make some sort of progress, make some sort of difference, but hasn't happened. We were close. We were close one time. We were close for, I think it was Mod Madness, episode 6, right when his forums were going down. His shout box on the original forums were blowing up with people that wanted him to come in. He responded something to the effect of that he acknowledged the podcast. He said that he knew what was going on the podcast. He even called out one of the former staff members for being on the podcast, but that he won't get on. And I think that's the closest that we've ever gotten for him to actually be in a position to want to come onto the podcast. So if you had to ask us, it would probably never happen, but we would take it seriously. We would be respectful. At least I can speak for myself. I would be respectful. I would speak to him like a human being, and I would let him know exactly what the community has, come together and had a consensus on, issues that we've brought up, all that kind of stuff. So there's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us wind down. Let's let people know who was here. Let's let them know what people were up to, and then we can tell them that we love them and to go fuck themselves. So, first of all, Mr. Lester, where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
You can find me on Twitter at NucklePlus. You can find me on Twist TV. Whenever my internet works, at Twist TV/NucklePlus. And on YouTube, I'm still doing the Fallout Den facility at NucklePlus. So,
fantastic. Yeah. Mr. Pascal, the future victim of being bopped and tossed by me later tonight. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
You can find me in your office.
He's gonna be in the office.
At SPG Pask on Twitter, on YouTube at Pask4L, and I'm assuming I'm doing nothing like always.
After I kill you, you're not gonna be doing anything.
Oh shit.
Anything else, Mr. Pascal? Any last words for the people?
You're a faggot. Every single one of you.
Mr. Nomad, where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
Find me on Twitter, which is at the Dark Lurker. My YouTube is Nomad510. What I'm currently working on is the the Simpsons Hit and Run soundtrack. So, yeah, if you like that game and if you like the music, stay tuned for that.
Excelente, Mr. Miles. 2 questions to you. First of which, what have you been up to? Second of all, where can we find you?
So you can usually find me obviously on Twitter at Milesoft Reset or at Dark Seal Phil. I am currently trying to remember my login info. for my other account I made to hide all my DSP stuff on. And I have hidden away a crappy trailer I made for 5 Salty Nights at Scrubs, so I'm trying to make that public right now, and I'll post a link in the chat for everyone to see it while I make it public.
Fantastic. Mr. Torres, where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
Find me on Twitter at BadassArtist100.
You're extremely quiet.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at BadassArtist100, and the thing I'm working on is the SoKast drawings.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's hot over here, okay?
You're good, man.
It's all good. I was just saying. I just wanted to acknowledge that.
The man behind the scenes, the man that makes all of these InstaSyncs pictures and various gameplay footages show up on all of our screens, Mr. Moogle Master 102. Where can we find you? What have you been up to?
Well, lately I've been on a recording binge doing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the 3-heart run, and I'm almost done it. I'm actually currently editing the recent episode. I should have it up by hopefully later tonight, tomorrow at the latest, and I'm working on a template for Mr. Fred Fucks and Pascal here for their Smash fight. On Photoshop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done in time, but I'm working on that. And next week, I'm hoping, if things don't come up, because I am moving very soon, I will start my marathon of Final Fantasy IX on my Twitch channel under Moogle Master 102, which I will link in a second here. And you can find me on Twitter under Moogle Senpai, and you can find me on my YouTube channel where I just do Let's Plays and just random stuff on there, and you can find me under Moogle Master 102, and all my links are right here. So, what the hell? Oh, there we go. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. And yours truly, Mr. Frederick Fucks. You can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Do Have Pistachios. You can also find me on YouTube user / it's Fred Fucks. You can also type in Fred Fucks, and you can find me on YouTube that way. You find the nice little Tony Montana avatar with the black and white and all that other good stuff. That's me. Anyways, as far as what I've been working on, I've been getting a little bit distracted from This Is How You Don't Play Hotline Miami, but it is coming very soon. I was actually debating putting out some sort of teaser for it again, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to focus on just finishing it. It's almost done. I'm actually doing like 4 different montages at once, and then I'm going to put it all together into a very... this is going to be a more expanded, more comprehensive This Is How You Don't Play than I've done before, because I don't know, I haven't done that many projects lately, and this is a bigger one, so I decided to make it a little bit more special. I'm debating on whether I want to add comments. Me personally, I don't know if adding comments into the This Is How You Don't Play add all that much, because I don't know if people want to do reading, but I don't know.
Well,
but anyways, that will be coming soon. Thank you, Lester. I have no idea what you said. That is coming soon. We're winding down. Anyways, quickly, I am going to be doing that. In addition, me and Pascal are going to have Super Smash Brothers on N64 later tonight as soon as he gets done eating or whatever he's doing to stall out before I whip his ass. In addition, I'm going to be putting out the Bible Black stream. I know I'm like 7 months late on that, but I've been getting carried away with other stuff. I have to censor all of it because there's so much sexual stuff that probably can't go on YouTube, and I'm probably going to put it on a SoK account just in case it gets taken down. So, Bible Black is coming soon, and that about does it for us. Thank you for joining us for the 33rd episode of the Sons of Kojima podcast. We appreciate it. We also hope that you know that we love you, and we also hope that you go fuck yourselves. Good night.
Peace.
Fuck Pascal.
Spoink.